I've been like really struggling with the fact that I've been like taking naps this year. Just like midday, I work from home, got no masters but myself.
How do you feel when you wake up from a nap?
Really, really, really guilty. Like,
you feel guilty? Oh.
The specter of my dad hanging over me going like, you're burning daylight. You could have been mowing the lawn. That kind of thing.
Oh, I see. I wake up and forget who I am and where I exist on this planet Earth.
That sounds awesome.
Wow, that's better than drugs.
It's something. It's a lot of confusion.
Are you doing short time naps? Or are you doing like I do usually like I'm gonna do a 20-minute and then I sleep for 2 hours?
That's the problem is I'll get caught. I'll get sucked in.
Quicksand.
I get quicksanded. I get sleep quicksanded. I can't do it. It's too much for me. I've given up on napping, which is why I'm jealous that you can wake up and just feel guilt and not confusion.
it only feel guilt. I've been like trying to rationalize it where, in terms of our primitive monkey brains that still lurk in our subconscious, right? Like there's got to be some version of like, well, the sun's going down lower and you did get all the food you needed for the day and there's no lions to run from. Like, yeah, take a little nap, take a little sleep.
There's always lions to run from.
I wish there was more. I feel like nature versus capitalism's like, well, you should be up and going for 18 hours a day is constantly at war in my soul now.
Yeah, I mean, I sleep 10 solid every day.
Wow, that's a beautiful amount of sleep.
That is maybe too much sleep, but
that's a dwarf sleep for sure.
Yeah. It's not convenient, but I've kind of built my entire life around like not having to like worry about keeping a meeting like before noon.
Yeah, you've done a good job of being like, I'd prefer not. And it's worked.
Yeah. That's kind of the story of my life, Paul. I've done a really good job of being like, I'd prefer not. And now I have my terrible little delicate routine that I used to take naps. Like if I didn't get 10 hours of sleep, I'd take a nap. And now I think it's more like 9. I'm moving back because I'm getting older. So don't need as much sleep.
That's some advice for the listeners right now. If you want to change your life, start saying I'd prefer not more often, as much as possible. As much as possible. And eventually they will accrue. They will accrue for you.
See where it goes.
I'm trying. So it's the opposite of the Jim Carrey Yes movie, where it's just instead of saying yes to everything, he's like, "No, I don't think so."
It's called Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Oh hey, I'm Zoe Deschanel, and I'm just my eyes are in the clouds, and I thought maybe we could go ballooning. You want to go hot air ballooning?
Is Zoe in Yes Man?
Yeah, she's the love interest, and it's like a 20-year age gap.
The age gap felt distracting in that movie for sure.
Wow. I didn't know who she was then.
She's always like the, and then she's in Hitchhiker's Guide and Arthur didn't say yes.
Was she the love interest in that Will Ferrell one where he's happy about things?
You mean Elf?
No. Oh, she was an elf. No, I'm thinking, what's that other one where he's in a book?
Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than Fiction is what I'm thinking of.
That's Maggie Gyllenhaal. Great movie.
Aha, yes.
That movie rules. I watched it again recently, and I'm like, God damn, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a very good one.
It's a good one. I guess she was in love with Will Ferrell in another movie, and then that glommed onto Stranger Than Fiction for me.
I think she's got kind of... I gotta imagine, if you really did all the data, she's definitely the reigning Manic Pixie Dream Girl in terms of movie number.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Natalie Portman is like the started the Manic Pixie Dream Girl thing with Garden State. Like
I was gonna say she's probably she did that one and it crushed and then set the tone for a bunch of other ones. But then Zoe Deschanel's like, I'll eat all the scraps. No.
Yeah. Zoe Deschanel definitely if Natalie Portman is like the proto Manic Pixie Dream Girl, then Zoe Deschanel was like, I will become the avatar of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
I shall lift the standard.
Can you imagine if you redid the Star Wars prequels and you just redid the Anakin Padme stuff to be that she's like a Manic Pixie Dream Girl in that?
She kind of.
You just skew it a little bit where she's like, you should listen to this music. It's called the Shin Sith. The Sith. Will change your life, and like the music really gets him into it.
It's just jizz music. It's more jizz music.
That's right. Yeah, that's what they call it.
Whatever that fucking crazy.
Oh, the
song.
one where they added to the remastered editions.
Oh my god! Oh, good golly!
Hey now,
Natalie Portman in Star Wars, like Padme is just like a character where you're like watching a fucking train wreck in slow motion, and you're like, honey, no, he's bad. He's gonna be Darth Vader, sweetie.
I feel like you could also feel that for no offense to, I mean, some offense to Zach Braff. I feel like even in Garden State, you're like, what are you doing?
Well, hold on. If Zach Braff was Darth Vader at the end of Garden State, that would fucking rule. But instead, he just he shouldn't be like, I'm not going to take my pills. Just be like, I should find a therapist or a psychiatrist that's not my dad. Like, that should be...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, to yell that, if you told me that part of the Sith lore was you do that thing from Garden State where you just go and yell into an abyss.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's very Sith.
Maybe they do. Maybe they just like go out in their little Sith spaceship that they all have, their one evil spaceship, and they go into the void of space and they scream, and that's part of the passing the test.
They all have vaguely TIE fighter looking ships, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then you could do the Desert Storm trading card scene and be like, look, old Republic trading cards.
Zach Braff as a Sith being suckered in by Manic Pixie Amidala. I would watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it would be fun. And it's funny, we did get Zach Braff in in Obi-Wan.
Zach Braff was in that?
Yeah, he's that one like mole guy who drives the car.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, that's fucking Zach Braff, dude.
Damn.
Weird.
Yo,
okay.
Secret Sith. He's up with Jar Jar. He's a Secret Sith.
Yeah, he's yeah, spoilers, he's not great, but like he's not a good guy. And I was like, Zach Braff, no. But it's okay. He's just pretending. He's acting. It's not real.
Hello and welcome to Goosebuds. I am Paul.
I'm Kevin.
Hey, I'm Chad. Welcome to this podcast where we cover young adult books with all the hard-hitting critique they desire or require. We are covering an adventure book today.
Yes, we came from the internet to bring you this content today.
Ooh.
I like that. Yeah, we are going to cover one I found back in my Indiana child home. It is still wrapped in saran wrap. I guess I never read this one.
Cool. So this is actually from your youth.
Yeah, this is mint in box. Here, I'm just gonna do a little ASMR.
Wow, hold on, it's still wrapped. You haven't even unwrapped it for this yet?
Yeah, I never read this one. I guess I was too scared of it came in from the internet.
Let's ruin it.
Yeah, all right. So here's the ASMR. Are you ready?
We can't hear it because of Discord, but I'm sure it's coming in.
Yeah, there you go. Kevin, just add in whatever sound effect you want it to be. Have it be like Looney Tunes bonk sounds.
Yep.
Do the tilde sound, please.
This is Give Yourself Goosebumps number 33. It came from the internet. The teaser on the back is log on for a free megabyte.
Okay.
Wait a minute. How is bite spelled?
BITE.
Ah!
I mean, don't ignore the fact that you don't log on to get like RAM.
I mean, you can get other kinds of. I know. I'm not going to argue with this one. You're right. You're correct. You do not download RAM. You wouldn't download a RAM.
That's something. It sounds like how my parents describe the computer. Like this week, they're like, I can't get Paramount Plus on the iPad. My computer's not fast enough. Like, that's not true, Mom. It's not what it is. You need to connect to the Wi-Fi. It's not fast enough. No, Mom. It's not the speed. I'm expecting a lot of similar kind of views on the internet in the early 2000s.
I'm really excited to see the view of the internet on this one. And I got to say, this is from 1999, a time when the internet wasn't really that scary. And now really scary things do come from the internet.
Yeah.
Like us.
Yeah, pretty much like us.
Like us.
This is pre-Y2K. Yeah, we didn't know yet.
Oh my God, it is.
As we usually do these, one of us will be our bookmaster BM. That'll be me today.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And Kevin and Paul will be playing the shared role of the protagonist, different sides of the brain, as they will pick choices. I think we kind of have however many lives you need,
okay,
to feel good about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will choose to play as a Luddite part of the brain. I I refuse to do anything heavily technical in this one. So that's going to be where my choices are spawning from.
And I will be the blue mana side of the brain that cares about progress and technology.
What an interesting, conflicting brain.
Yeah, you said blue mana, and instantly I was like, you're going to be all about combos?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to be about saying no and stopping people from playing Magic.
I hate this.
counter cards. Yeah, your cards don't work anymore. That's a fun way to do it.
Yeah, that's the game, dude.
Inevitably, in every Magic player's career, they become the blue player.
I've yet to be that. I refuse.
The best argument I've heard for being a blue counterspell player is showing up with a $20 counterspell deck to counter somebody's like thousands of dollar
sure
like, rich kid deck.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Specifically a counter to Kaiba in Yu-Gi-Oh! I get that. I know it's a different card game. Shall we begin, boys?
I'm ready. Go ahead, BM. Make a BM.
All right. It came from the internet. Tell me again, your best friend, Mark demands. You saw what on your computer screen?
Oh boy.
Oh geez, what do we see, Kevin?
That hardly bears mentioning, doesn't it, Paul?
The hairs on the back of your neck prickle just thinking about it. A bump, you answer. A weird, squirming bump. It stuck out of the monitor, moved around like it was alive.
Ugh. We're getting right into it, huh?
Yeah. Also, I mean, like that means you have a bad like LED or something, right?
Yeah.
Mark rolls his eyes. You're out of your mind.
You idiot! That was a screensaver.
All right, I'm trying to like my reference point for Mark is going to be like Mark McGrath.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
From Sugar Ray.
Cool.
Yeah. Take a bite out of crime.
Yep. Mark, did he do drug PSAs?
Mark McGrath sounds like Scruff McGruff, so.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Mark talks tough, but you've known him since you were little. You're used to it. It's true, you insist, and totally weird. Come on, see for yourself. You slam the front door. Mark is already halfway up the stairs to your room when you catch up to him. You turn on the computer and sit at your desk. With a couple of double clicks and your password, you log on to the internet, capitalized. Okay, be prepared, you warn him. It's pretty creepy. Like I care. Mark scoffs. A moment later, a message pops up on your screen. A message in a little black box. Mark's mouth opens as he reads it. The message on your screen says, experiencing virus, need help to avoid fatal error.
Okay.
Need help?
Need help, computer, it says. Oh man, Mark groans. You've got a virus. What's that, you ask? You don't know what a computer virus is? Mark stares at you in disbelief. It's a program that gets into your computer and messes everything up. It could fry your whole hard drive. You don't like the sound of that. You mean it could erase all my games and files and stuff? Yup, Mark says. Everything would just be gone.
I'm with this kid in terms of priorities, that the game saves are the most important thing.
Yeah.
This guy's real Norton antivirus over here.
I'm running a Super Nintendo emulator at like 10 frames a second on this computer.
I am so close to finishing the first year in Harvest Moon. I gotta get there. We gotta fix this virus.
Whoa, you say, sitting back from the screen a little bit. Just then, your computer beeps. A long, loud, piercing beep. You cover your ears. Your eyes widen as the black message box doubles in size. This time the message says, please, I'm begging you, help me. This virus is really bad. I need help now. Hurry. Signed, your web crawler.
Yeah.
You and Mark stare at the black message box on your screen. A sick feeling hits your gut. Now that's freaky, Mark says. I never saw an error message like that. Sounds like a real person talking, like it's alive. You glance at Mark and shiver. What web crawler are you using anyway? Mark asks. It's called Spydie, you answer. For the record, it's spelled Spyder.
That's the name of the singer from Paraman 5000.
Was it his name? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But also, like, are we surprised we have a virus when our literal browser is called Spider?
Spider, yeah. You don't need to explain that a web crawler is a program you use to get around on the internet. Well, technically you did, Buck, because you just did. Mark knows.
Damn.
That can't be. I'm going to look that up. You keep going, Chad, but I don't think we called it that.
Yeah, I think RL is already misinterpreting the phrase web browser.
Yeah.
Or he saw someone called like, hey, web crawlers. And then he was like, that's it. That's my book. Mark, oh, this is definitely sketchy. Mark knows. Someone gave it to me for free, you add. Free software? Bad news, Mark exclaims. Free stuff always has viruses. Let's turn this off. Reboot and start over. Maybe the message will go away.
This dude's so fucking anti-open source. Like, fucking the best part of the internet is getting free shit.
Mark's like, you gotta give your license registration to Windows. Bill Gates needs it.
This guy sucks.
Should we try to help the web crawler, you ask? You decide. It's your computer, Mark says. But I'll tell you this. If you try to fix it, you could totally crash your hard drive. You think? Maybe he's right. But the web crawler is asking for help. And thus we have the earliest choice I think we've ever had in the Give Yourself Goosebumps book.
Is this a page 2 choice here?
This is a page 3 choice.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah. To try to get rid of the virus, turn to page 14. If you don't dare mess with it, reboot on page 43.
Well, obviously, I'm going to argue to try to get rid of the virus because we're technologically savvy.
Yeah, and I would want to turn the computer off, which is involved in rebooting. So I would say to do that. So I know we're at a bit of a crossroads here, Kevin.
Yeah, it's true. It's how do we reconcile this, Paul?
Can I throw this out there to help you decide?
Sure,
on
please, Chad.
Blood-Eyed Paul?
Yeah.
While you would turn off the computer, the other part of the process is then turning it back on.
So I won't get what I want. And playing as my half of the brain that is a big fan of Power Man 5000, I can only assume that Spider from Power Man 5000 is trapped inside of the computer. I would like to help Spider get out of the computer and then destroy it.
And having that brief moment of computer off ecstasy only to have it crushed by turning the computer back on again would be a literal hell for you. So,
and if we fuck up while trying to fix it, we could potentially break the computer and fry the hard drive, which I would like. So I think I'm with you.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's try and fix the virus.
I think Paul's going to maybe sabotage this computer on his way.
It's a win-win.
By the way, a web crawler is a program that like goes through web pages to scrape data from it. So it's sort of like what Google uses so that you can search a website on it.
Okay. Probably not what you're using here.
Yeah, he meant browser.
Yes.
But it doesn't sound... The crawler sounds scary.
The crawler is the thing that ruined the internet. It built the algorithm that has ruined everything.
Is Spider just going to be, other than Power Man 5000, a literal spider?
Well, judging by the cover of this, yes. It looks like an octo spider kind of thing going on.
It's like a Doctor Who alien.
That's pretty sick.
Also, do you guys remember the DGOS button?
Oh my god, I love DGOSing. You can only do it every now and then.
Yeah, right?
DGOS? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, you'd hit that like big mechanical button on the computer monitor and the whole screen would turn purple and go dung and like kind of shift.
No!
You ever get like thwapped in the head and you get real dizzy for a second? That's what you were kind of like thwapping the computer's head. It was a great feeling.
Yeah.
What did that do for the CRT? Like reset the lines?
Something.
I don't know what it did for the CRT, but I know what it did for me and it felt great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like to defrag a lot. I just enjoy doing that.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay, all right. I can't ignore that message, you declare. We gotta help the web crawler. Fine, Mark says. But how? Good question. You stare at the screen. Suddenly another message box pops up. It covers the first message, filling the screen. What are you waiting for? Help me now! Under the message it says, click here to continue. This is such a pop-up ad. Wait, Mark yells. Too late. You already clicked the mouse.
Bonsai Buddy climbs from the corner of your screen.
Let's teach him swears.
Another message pops up on the screen. You and Mark read it and begin to chuckle. You start laughing first, then Mark. Soon you're both doubled over, screaming with laughter.
Uh-oh.
The screen says, this bug is killing me. Get a can of bug spray, will you? Open up your computer and spray your hard drive. Bug spray, Mark sputters. Man, oh man. Somebody's got a sense of humor, you mutter, wiping tears from your eyes. This joke really crushed in the 90s.
Well, I guess.
But your computer starts to beep again. This time it's even longer, louder, and more ear-splitting than before. And this time, it doesn't stop. You clamp your hands over your ears. Beep! It's so loud you feel as if your eardrums are going to burst. Ow! Mark screams, covering his ears and bolting out of your room. I'm out of here! But what should I do? You yell after him. Mark doesn't answer. Follow Mark to page 69.
This is why I hate these things.
A parent definitely would have come up and been like, what's making so much
What
noise?
the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Why can't I use the phone? Mark races downstairs. In a flash, he's out your back door. You're right behind him, but you just left the computer to scream.
Mark just bailed on us? This is Mark's idea.
But you stop in the kitchen and gulp down a few deep breaths.
Oh.
The beep is so loud it rattles the dishes in the sink. You have to stop that stupid noise.
I thought he was going to say you gulp down a couple gulps of Kool-Aid. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too. Just get a quick refresh of some Sunny D before you run out.
Drink down that sweet Mountain Dew.
Question for you boys.
Yeah.
Should you pull the plug on the whole computer? That should make the beeping stop.
Mm-hmm.
Or should you do what the message says? Grab some bug spray and fumigate your hard drive. One thing's for sure, you've got to act fast before your teeth spill apart from that awful beeping.
I feel like both of these choices are incredibly computer illiterate in this moment. So I would probably go with either one.
I'm feeling bug spray because Blue likes following the rules.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You're going to spray bug spray into your computer.
It just seems like if that's what the artifact wants, we should do it.
All right, sure. Yeah, okay.
If the card says do it, we do it.
Yeah. I'm just reading the card.
All right. You grab a can of bug spray from under the kitchen sink. You grab a screwdriver, then race back upstairs to your room. Beep, beep. Your head throbs as you unscrew the cover on your computer. You press the nozzle on the can. Clouds of white foam shoot out. You cover the whole inside of your expensive computer with insect killer.
Yep.
This is hurting me to read.
I know.
The hard drive, the memory chips, the motherboard.
Yes.
You hold your breath so you won't inhale any of the poison fumes. You hear a bunch of crackling noises as the electronic parts sizzle.
Sabotage, baby!
No, Paul's true nature revealed itself. A few sparks fly, then flicker out. Finally, the terrible beeping stops. Yes, you shout, pumping your fist in the air. But the next sound you hear sends ice through your veins.
Oh no. This is like Aronofsky's Pie right now. I feel like there was a noise and I had to do anything I could to get rid of it.
That's the only one I haven't seen. If it's like Tree of Life, I can follow.
Yes, it's Tree of Life for dum-dums like us.
His next movie, it's called The Whale. It just seems kind of mean.
We'll see. Let's not prejudge.
We'll see who cancels who. A voice calls your name. Who is it? The computer? But you killed it with the spray. You spin you already know you destroyed your computer. Yeah. You spin around. It's not the computer. It's worse than that. Mom, you stutter, trying to smile. Aren't you supposed to be at work? Your mom stands in your doorway, staring at your ruined computer. She does not look happy. What are you doing? She demands. That was a brand new computer.
Dude, you are not getting a Dell.
Oh.
Do you know how much it cost your father and me? It had a bug, a virus, and you babble on about the error messages and the horrible beeping and how the computer told you to use bug spray. But it's no use. Your computer is toast. Your room stinks of bug spray, and your mom is furious. I can't believe this. She shakes her head as if to clear it. Stay in your room until I decide on your punishment. Learn your fate on page 61.
I love that Harry Potter's aunt is our mom.
Yeah. I thought we had a mother, but turns out we have a mama.
It's a real Pepper Potts. Your mom slams your bedroom door, really slams it, with an incredibly loud bang. Ow! Oh, ow! You hear her say. I guess she hurt herself, but you don't dare poke your head outside to see if she's okay. After all, she told you to stay in your room, and that's exactly what you're going to do. Too bad you don't know that your mom just hit herself on the head with the door. Now she's got amnesia.
Oh,
what?
She doesn't remember anything.
What?
Her name, her address, nothing. She doesn't even remember that she has a kid.
Did she just take a 2-hour nap?
And she certainly doesn't remember telling you to stay in your room. Looks like you'll be here for a very long time.
What?
Too bad your computer is fried. At least you could have played some video games to pass the time.
I like that we're a computer that can't make its own independent decisions for itself.
Now you'll be staring at that blank screen until the end.
Woo! Well,
that bug spray really punished you.
I was like, okay, this is an interesting death screen with mom being mad at us. And then like it kept going. And I was like, oh, maybe this isn't a death. Maybe this is going to turn into something more interesting. And then it's just like, yes, the interesting bit is your mom gets amnesia and she forgets she ever loved you.
And I guess it almost reads as if like she either locked you in there or just you being an obedient son, you starved to death in your room.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think we're just gave up on life.
We're so good, boy, that we starve in our room rather than disobey our amnesiac mom.
Yeah, I really thought this was going to go down like, most of these books have that like branching path where there's like two main stories. I'm like, okay, yeah, one is bug spray and it leads towards some sort of like Starship Troopers adventure. I don't know. And then that was just a dead end.
Well, rather than a death, I'd count that as a victory for Paul Brain.
Paul, you got what you wanted.
I did get the problem was I went down with the ship, which I did not want to do.
Yeah.
But think about all the praying you can do in there while you're just
That's true. And all the not using of technology I can do inside of the room. That part is good. That I am happy with. But the dying part, it's a work in progress. So we're headed towards the solution that I want, but we're not there yet.
Would you guys like to jump back to your save spot?
Yeah, can we bonk our head to get partial amnesia so we travel back in time?
Let's forget that ending.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
I'd say you guys want to go back to where you turned off the computer instead of reaching for the bug spray?
Yes, please.
Okay. Use bug spray on your computer? No way! Why ruin thousands of dollars worth of equipment when you could just pull the plug? You race back up to your room. The shrill, screaming beep rattles your brain. You stoop down and reach toward the outlet behind your desk. You yank the plug out of the outlet. Paul celebrates.
Yes!
The noise stops.
Yes!
Silence. Beautiful silence. Phew, you say, letting out a sigh of relief. You flop down on your bed. That's when you hear it. A tiny, muffled voice coming from your computer. It's calling your name. But how can that be? You unplugged it.
It's saying Paul, Kevin, Paul?
You sit up fast, your heart pounding as you approach your computer. Slowly, very slowly. The tiny voice gets louder. It calls your name again. You glance out the window by your desk and do a double take. It's Mark! He's standing in your backyard, waving and calling up to you. And you thought it was the computer. Laughing at your mistake, you raise the window. Hey, Mark, you yell. I unplugged it and the beeping stopped. You can come back in. You grin. That is, if you're not too scared. Mark kicks sheepishly at the dirt. Okay, he says. Mark had a little bit of a panic. Yeah, Mark didn't like that. Sorry I split like that, Mark apologizes as he bursts into your room. You know I don't usually get scared. Nope, no problemo, you reply. But maybe we should take the computer to a computer store. I mean, we shouldn't mess with a virus. Let someone else fix it, you know? A virus is nothing, Mark argues. We can fix it ourselves. Let's plug it in and give it another try. You hesitate, remembering the beeping noise. If it starts beeping, we can just pull the plug again, Mark says, as if reading your mind. Well, to plug into your computer again and reboot, turn to page 43. To take it to the computer store to be fixed, turn to page 89.
I mean, I don't know, Kevin. The Geek Squad is probably the people we want to go to at this
They don't
point.
exist yet.
This is the pre-Geek Squad, the pre-Geek Squad. Let's go there.
I don't know. I feel like going to the Geek Squad is probably a good compromise because we will have to be outside for a period of time.
And I won't have to touch the computer.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I feel like we trust the geeks.
You're going to, I guess, was Dell or Pentium the one that was just like cow branded? I remember going to one of those old stores as a kid going like, this is not technology.
The Gateway, baby.
Gateway had cow branding. You're going to a big black and white store.
One of the treasured artifacts of the Cole household is a small like coffee mug with the Gateway logo on it that we got with our first computer.
Oh, beautiful.
Sick. I love it. So you guys are going to computer store?
Yes.
All right, turn to page 89. I never messed with a virus before, you tell Mark, and I'm not going to start now. Let's get this to the store. A week later, the store manager calls to say it's ready.
Oh,
You
okay.
all right, fine.
Skip to the end. Cool.
You hurry to the store. What was wrong with it, you ask? Everything, the manager exclaims. Viruses all... And that's very stereotypical for me to pick, but listen. Viruses all over the place. New ones that I've never seen before. But don't worry, we erase them. And he hands you a bill. You glance at it and gulp. The repairs cost hundreds of dollars. My mom will pay for this, you say quickly. Then you scram. That night, you boot up, eager to try your newest game. A weird, tinkling shock travels up your fingers from the keyboard. The next morning, you're too weak to get out of bed. Your mom says you're running a really high fever. Must be a virus, she murmurs. Your fever goes higher, and that's the last thing you remember before the end.
What? I knew computers would kill us by touching them.
What?
I don't even know what that means. Did the manager of the store give you, like, a disease?
Did he curse us? Was there like was there a curse upon it? What the fuck was that?
That was wild. That was a crazy... We were punished for being logical after being punished for being illogical.
Little did you know the keyboard was laced with fentanyl.
Oh my god, they're putting it on everything.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
I thought that'd actually be a really fun detour of, like, spooky 90s tech help would be a very fun book.
This is the first time I've ever been like, is RL okay? Was like he forced to make this against his will? Like,
this book wants us dead at any cost.
This is number 33 in the Give Yourself Goosebumps book, so this might be pretty much like hating doing these.
Even compared to the other Goosebumps books, like, it feels like he's just like being tortured with like a pitchfork or something while he's writing this.
It's like he hated doing these books and he also hated computers, so he funneled that double hate into multiple terrible endings for us.
On top of his already raging hatred for children.
They're newfangled computers that they're obsessed with. Yeah.
He is focusing that hate at us like a sun through a looking glass into our bodies right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm not reading the ending, so I'm not figuring out how to do things here. I'm not pre-gaming. But there are only 3 good endings in this book, and the rest are all bad. There's not even one neutral ending. They're all bad.
Wow.
I think the most I've ever seen is maybe 6 good endings. So yeah, this is a tough book, guys. This is the Dark Souls of Give Yourself Goosebumps.
I was gonna say it.
Can we bonfire back to
Yeah, you lost your runes, but we can go back to the bonfire.
To IT moment, like pre-IT, I guess. We'll do the other one.
Yeah, you guys are going to do it yourself. You're going to plug in your computer and reboot.
That's what he's trying to
reboot.
He's trying to teach us the DIY.
I mean, inside the computer is Bob and Enzo and Dot, and they're all trying so badly to save your computer against Megabyte and Hexadecimal.
And Spider's in there, too. He's singing songs for them. He's a bard.
Spider would be a reboot villain, yeah. All right, Mark, I'm game, you declare. Let's reboot and give it another shot. You boot up your computer again. Everything seems normal. You log on to the internet in capitalized. Instead of a message, a weird, swirling image appears.
Oh.
What is that? Mark asks. I don't know, you answer as a face starts to form. The face of a hideous monster.
Cool.
2 sharp pincers snap open and close.
Spider!
Yellow pus squirts out of its mouth.
Ew.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
Wait a minute, Mark shouts. What was the name of that web crawler you got?
Spider,
you answer. Spider! Your voice turns to that only for that. Then that means, what does it mean? Turn to page 37.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? How is this our fault? That's your web crawler, Mark says. You grin. The monster is Spider. Cool. You punch in a few commands. So let's delete Spider, you say as you're typing. That should delete the virus, right? Right. It'll also get rid of whatever is sending you those weird messages, Mark agrees. But before you finish typing, a new message pops up on your computer screen. Don't try to delete me. Whoa, you cry. Whoever wrote this program is good. This is that first, like, you know how all games started to adopt that, like, if you try to unsubscribe from World of Warcraft, there's like a sad orc that's like, why are you leaving me? Don't leave. Like, it's the first kind of like emotional key to get you to keep the device.
I saw Spider's face and I instantly imprinted upon it, so they didn't even need this.
Saw his pus-filled mouth.
Yeah. I'm the one on the cover. I would let him live.
He's cute. He's cute besides the fact that he's got tentacles and wants to bite me, but I think he's pretty endearing looking.
If he's like one of those little desktop pets you could have, oh yeah,
like a bonsai buddy.
Yeah. Whoa, you cry. Whoever wrote this program is good. They guessed you tried to delete it, Mark exclaims. Try the mouse. Turn to page 24.
Try the mouse.
Try the mouse. That's our only other option.
Cyberpunk music intensifies.
And Deus Ex soundtrack kicks in. I didn't ask for this as you click frantically. But the mouse is frozen. No matter how much you move it around or how many times you click the button, nothing happens. The spider face starts to change shape. The colors swirl around again. Maybe it's going away, you mumble hopefully. But it doesn't go away. It just changes from the shape of a four-eyed monster head to an entire monster. Tentacles and all. But that's not the worst part.
What's the worst part?
It's got a huge flopping wiener.
Oh, no.
The worst part is that one of the monster's tentacles is pushing against the screen. I wasn't far off.
No.
That's good. No, that's kind of close, yeah.
And the screen bulges out. The bump, you murmur. I forgot all about it.
The bump.
How did he forget about the bump? Which is why we're dealing with this entire thing.
Is this our first reference to bumps in Goosebumps?
Yeah, if this somehow becomes a Goosebumps call out, I'm going to throw this book outside the window.
No, that'll save it, Chad. It'll be great then.
I don't believe it, Mark whispers. I told you, you cry as the bulge gets bigger and bigger.
Yikes.
Yow.
The screen suddenly splits. A blue tentacle bursts through and waves around in the air. Yikes, you yell. You and Mark jump back from the computer. The next minute, another tentacle pokes out, then another, then another. Finally, the entire spider monster bursts out of your monitor. It plops onto your desk and gropes across, feeling its way across the piles of papers and pencils. You and Mark stare in horror at the enormous creature on your desk. It's about the size of a small cat. Aw. Its four huge eyes look as if they belong on a tarantula. Its big, squishy body looks as if it belongs on an octopus. All right, I'm trying to do this voice. I don't do voices well. What's wrong with you? The monster spider snarls.
Keep going. Don't ever stop doing it.
I asked you to help me, but you didn't. It stamps one of its hairy tentacles.
I love it.
You and Mark back up a few more feet, slowly. Now Spydie is very, very angry with you, the monster growls. Oh, by the way, he said it differently.
It's a Macho Man spider.
Spydie is how it's spelled. S-P-Y-D-I-E. You and Mark exchange a glance. Let's make a break for the door, Mark whispers. Okay, you whisper back, but we better move fast. You both leap toward the bedroom door. You grab the doorknob. You're about to wrench open the door when you hear a terrifying scream behind you. You duck instinctively. Spydie flies past your shoulder. Wow, it just launched itself and smacks against the door, slamming it shut. Then the monster faces you. Going somewhere? It asks. Answer on page.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this. I can't get over the Macho Man spider.
How are you supposed to know what he's going to sound like? You know, it came from the internet.
Yeah.
No, not going anywhere. Mark stammers. But you've had it with the spider. You grab the doorknob and fling open the door, Spydie and all. You make it as far as the hall. Ah! Spydie lets out a war cry and leaps at you. Its legs clamp onto your chest. Its tentacles dig in as if they were cat's claws. Oh my
Jeez.
God. Before you can scream or push it away, Spydie sinks its dripping fangs into your neck.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
No, you scream. The next instant, the monster drops off and scuttles down the stairs. Scuttle to page 26.
Well, this is taking a turn, I'd say.
This is giving me like Poltergeist 2 vibes when he drinks that bottle of alcohol and the weird little slither thing comes crawling out of his mouth. You know what I'm talking about, right? Fucking terrified me as a kid. Holy crap.
Look at that bite, Mark exclaims. An expression of horror fills his face. You hurry into your room and glance in the mirror. The bite mark is purplish red and already swollen. It throbs.
Are we turning into a vampire?
Maybe. An internet vampire.
Are we to be Dracula?
Are we going to be a vamptopus?
Is the monster gone, you ask? Your voice trembles. You feel really sick. You begin to shake all over. Yeah, Mark answers, but I have to tell you, I think we should go after it. Are you crazy, you say? I need to call my mom. She'll come home and help me. But by then it'll be too late, Mark insists. We have to catch it. They'll need to test it for diseases and stuff. It has a virus, remember? Make up your mind. You could call your mom, but then Spydie will get away. To chase the monster, turn to page 32. To call your mom, turn to page 50.
I mean, Mom's been no help this entire time.
Yeah, I'm going to choose to believe Mom still has amnesia.
Yeah, she bonked her head. Some other point.
On our run back, on our bonfire back, like, that did not reset. She stayed amnesiaed.
Yeah, you ever close a door so hard you forget your kids?
How many dads walked out of their sons and they just accidentally banged their head, and then the son never knew that it was just because dad got bonked?
Those sons were never seen again, so we'll never know, Chad.
Cats in the cradle, motherfucker.
All right, so which one are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're gonna chase him, right, Paul?
We're chasing the spider down.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the corporeal realm right now, baby. I'm ready to. This is my space.
I'm gonna hunt that thing down. You're right, you tell Mark. We gotta find that spider thing. If it has some disease, we've gotta know. Come on, Mark shouts. It went down the stairs. You both hurtle down the stairs that lead to the kitchen. You stare at the kitchen table and chairs, the cabinets and countertops. It could be anywhere, you say. You glance at Mark. He looks as terrified as you feel. Unless, Mark begins. His eyes go wide. Unless what, you ask? Unless it went down there. Mark points to the door that leads to the basement. It's slightly ajar.
No!
Monsters love that shit. The basement. The scariest room in the house. Dark, dingy, damp, and filled with choice spots for a big, hairy spider to hide.
Oh,
Yuck.
You know, it just struck me the irony that in order to stop this internet being, we could have used the internet to Google how to stop it, and we don't have that.
That's true.
Oh.
That's true. Maybe look up a message for him. Has animals gotten bit by a blue Catman Scuthers spider?
Maybe computers isn't so bad.
Wow.
Wow, Paul's really going through a character arc.
I'm coming around.
Computers give you giant virus spider monster things, but they can also take them away.
They can also destroy them.
Makes you think.
All right, you say with a sigh. I'll search down there. You keep looking up here. You try to stop your hand from shaking as you reach for the door. There's no reason for you guys to split up.
No.
You just decided to split up.
No.
I'm just kind of sick of them, so that's why we're split up.
The basement is dark. Even after you flip on the light, there's only one dim, flickering bulb in a corner.
Yes.
Creak, creak. The stairs moan as you step down them. Something soft brushes against your neck. You jump about a mile, screaming your head off. Then you realize it's only an old mop. You stop screaming. Mop, you are king!
It's Mop.
It's Mop.
It's Mop.
Is it wrong for me to join in on the pretend friends jokes like that? I feel like
no,
I'm
please.
stealing-
No,
Mop is
please.
king. You should be saying that.
Yeah.
I do stand a mop. You stop screaming, but you realize someone else is screaming now. Mark! You bound back up the stairs into the kitchen. It bit me, Mark cries. With one hand, he's holding closed the door to the cabinet under the sink. He holds out his other hand, showing you an ugly, swollen red bite mark on his wrist. Bits of yellow pus cling to it.
Yeah.
Let me out! Spydie's growling voice comes through the door.
There he is.
Let me out and I'll give you something you need.
Okay. Sounds like a deal.
Find out what Spydie wants to give you on page 129.
Here's $700.
You can use this to go to the emergency room.
Pretty please! Spydie's voice grows softer, gentler. If you let me out, I'll tell you how to treat the virus. Maybe you should let the ugly thing out. But what if it's a trick? It's bitten you both. To let Spydie out, turn to page 47. To keep the monster under the sink, turn to page
I don't
25.
see what more it can do to us, right? We've both been bitten. We're both doomed.
This is where we have to decide if we're going to be punished for making the smart decision or if we're going to be punished for making the dumb decision.
A great point. But he has done it enough now that I don't... He has effectively befuddled us, Kevin.
I feel like we're going to die for this, but we shouldn't let him out.
Okay. All right, I'm with you. Let's try and game it. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're keeping him in.
Yeah, I guess like your sink is probably a secure place unless he goes up the pipes. Turn to page 25.
Oh my god, I forgot about the pipes.
The pipes. The internet's really just a series of tubes.
Say that's how the internet gets in.
No way, you whisper, shaking your head hard at Mark. Don't listen to it. You lean against the kitchen counter. You put your hand to your forehead. Gross! It's slick with sweat.
Ugh.
I'm sweaty, you say in surprise. And my head is throbbing like crazy. You swallow hard. I think I'm getting sick. Mark frowns. No way, man, he mumbles. You can't get a virus from a computer. Computer viruses aren't germs or anything. They're just bad programs. I don't care what you think, you tell him. I'm definitely going to throw up. You cover your mouth and make a mad dash for the bathroom. Race to page 83.
Oh, Mark can't be trusted alone with the thing.
Yeah, he might be a vampire.
Yeah, he's feeling sympathetic toward it.
Also, are we going to peek up spider babies or something? Because
ooh, I like that.
this is going to a place that I'm scared of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, viruses, yeah, like they spread and recreate, right? So theoretically, you guys should be becoming squid monsters.
We'll have a bump on our face and it's going to explode. Oh, God, that was the worst.
Ooh, that's
thought about that scary story to tell in the dark. Ooh.
Yeah, they did that one in the movie too. They had the spiders come out of her cheek.
Mm-mm.
Scariest part. You race into the hallway, but when you get there, you suddenly freeze. Which way is the bathroom? You can't remember.
Did we also give ourselves amnesia?
Oh,
no. All right, as we call it,
no.
that was just a standalone page, was you going, I don't remember where the bathroom is, and then you deciding you were going to find the bathroom. That, I don't know why that page needed to exist.
He's got a real amnesia kick he's been on.
RL's trying to tell us something.
Uh-huh.
I think he's hurt.
Calm down, you tell yourself. You're in your own house. You grew up here. Of course you know where the bathroom is. But you don't. Your memory is already being erased.
My memory.
That's what this computer virus does.
It's corrupting your memory. That's wow. That's actually okay. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Luckily, you spot a glimpse of white tile through an open door. You make it into the bathroom just in time. When you're done being sick, you stumble back down the hall. So you just vomited a bunch. Somehow, you find your way back to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, Mark tells you. I think I'm going to be sick too. He lurches forward, covering his mouth with both hands. No, you cry. Don't let go of that cabinet door.
Oh, I wanted a projectile vomiting scene.
That's what I thought he was going to do. He pukes into your mouth. Go to page 51. The cabinet door flies open. The hideous blue monster leaps out. It plants itself in the middle of the kitchen floor. Ha ha! Tricked you! It sneers.
Not really.
Yellow.
It didn't really trick us. Just more found an opportunity to escape.
Yeah, you wore us down.
Yellow pus drips from its mouth. Ugh. There is no cure for the virus.
I knew it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Spydie laughs but that's also what a virus would say. You glance around for a weapon. You grab the first thing you find, a yellow plastic spatula. It's not much. It's one of the worst things you could grab, but it's better than nothing.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is better than nothing.
I think using your fist would be better.
Yeah, I think you could generate more force with fist.
Stay away from me, you warn the monster, or you won't do anything, Spydie interrupts. You can't. The virus is erasing your memory too fast. You probably don't even remember what that plastic thing is. Uh-oh, it's true. You stare at the yellow thing in your hand. You have no idea what it does.
I was not ready for like a fucking nature of memory type story.
No,
okay.
Me neither. But you can't let Spydie know it's right, so you bluff. I do too know what this is for, you declare. It's for... If you think it's for flipping pancakes, turn to page 125. If you think it's for swatting flies, turn to page 92. So here's a weird thing where, why would you say the wrong option unless you just want to be fun?
Could be either one. It could be a swatter. It could be a scraper scooper. You know, the cookie scraper scooper.
I feel like depending on how we answer is how we define our attack. Either we do a uppercut for pancake, or we come down hard on him with the fly swatter.
I will say again, you grabbed the way they described it to you. You grabbed a yellow plastic spatula.
Yeah.
Here's my thinking. The fly swatter, too weak. It's gonna just boop on the head, and he's gonna. Oh my God, that didn't hurt me at all. And then the spatula we could stick underneath of it, and we could launch it using his own body weight and gravity against him.
You want the pancake mode.
I think Pancake is going to pancake this guy to hell.
All right. I'll follow you to pancake.
I mean, God, pancakes sound really good right now.
Yeah, I could go for some.
Maybe you could do like a big old John Candy, Uncle Buck, just like one huge pancake. Oh.
If it was the spatula used for Uncle Buck, this thing is fucked.
Okay, if you think it's for flipping pancakes. It's for flipping pancakes, you shout proudly.
It's for flipping pancakes, you son of a bitch.
Whom are you talking to, dear? A voice behind you asks. You spin around. A nice lady is coming in the back door with a bag of groceries in each hand. What's her name again? Mop?
No way.
Oh
Mom
my God.
is on the tip of your tongue, but before you can come up with it, the nice lady opens her mouth and lets out a horrible, blood-curdling scream. Woo! Turn to page 98.
I love that Mop is getting name dropped in this episode nonstop.
Mop is crushing
If you don't know who Mop is, check out Pretend Friends.
Hey, do it.
Spydie is attacking the lady. It sinks its pus-covered fangs into her neck. Get off of me, he cries. Get this thing off me. You swat at the monster with a yellow plastic thing you find in your hand. You miss. Wait a minute. What were you trying to do? Spydie laughs. I warned you, it says. Your human memory is almost gone now. Soon you'll be a mutant web crawler. You'll do what you're programmed to do, nothing else. Huh? You watch stupidly as Spydie leaps from the lady's shoulder and races to the front door. A man dressed in a business suit opens the door. Honey, I'm home! Ah! He cries as the monster leaps at him and sinks its teeth into his neck. Spydie races through the front door. For some reason, you follow it. Give chase on page 86.
Wow, I thought we were dead for sure.
I think we still are.
I think we're still dead, but this is a very elongated death, if so.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
For the rest of the day, you watch as the monster bites every human being it can find. Later, you hear that it's bitten everyone in your whole town, in the whole country.
Oh.
Within a year, everyone in the world has been bitten. Each person's memory has been completely erased.
Oh, jeez.
There isn't a human being left on Earth who can remember his or her own name. But they don't mind. After all, computers have taken over the world.
We just got fucking Skynetted?
Computers know best. What? Whoops. Looks like you should have found a better weapon than a spatula, because right now, all you got is a blank mind and a lot of egg on your face. And that means the yoke's on you.
Wow. Wow.
Seems kind of insensitive considering the whole planet just died. All right. Make your jokes, RL.
This one's on me, guys. I'm gonna say this one's on me.
You did fight hard for pancake time.
I did want a pancake, and I'm done. It was me. I'm sorry.
I think the spatula was the better thing to do than a fly swatter baby.
I think a spatula's got more force and velocity behind it.
I'm not sure we really got a spatula's chance in hell at killing this guy, no matter how we go about it.
I think Spider seemed like it was pretty OP.
Yeah,
Spider is pretty goddamn strong. He took over the world in like a day.
I mean, that's fucking computers, dude.
Them's viruses.
They'll do it.
That's how it goes. I mean, I would say that's a pretty conclusive ending.
That was three. That was 3 lives, which is our original. You know, when we're playing by the rules, we say 3 lives, and we died 3 times. So I think
I feel dead.
Yeah.
If we want to just look up what the good endings are, I feel happy doing that.
Yeah. I will say there seemed to be a whole bunch of paths. I was kind of trying to like look ahead while you guys were picking, and that if you had gone and called your mom, that actually would have helped, it seemed like. There was a whole bunch of things of like finding some computer expert named like Dr. Rachel.
Okay.
Shall I read some good endings here?
Yeah, read me some good endings.
All right,
Paul.
we got 3 good endings here. You, Rachel, which I guess is Dr. Rachel, and Mark erase the spider virus and your memory is restored. When you are about to leave, a message pops up saying, "This is your hard drive. I know how you can win the lottery. Do what I say, and you will make $10 million. Although this ending is presented as good, the message is comparable to a real-life internet scam." Cool. That's a good one.
Okay, that seems kind of clever. Also, it probably ruins your life because when you win the internet, the Powerball, it actually kind of ruins your life.
Definitely,
usually.
yeah. The yoke's on you with that one.
It's almost like money ruins your life.
Yeah.
Or just ruins life in general.
Money vampires get you.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so I'm thinking this is the same one. Dr. Bronstein, I think that's probably Dr. Rachel still, brings you a bowl of computer memory chips with built-in antivirus.
Is it a fucking bowl of chips joke?
Yeah,
come on, dude.
Eating the chips restores your memory, and you recover. Computer chips are now the only thing you can eat because you're now a web crawler, even though you still look human. But you're okay with that because the chips taste delicious to you.
Doesn't seem like a great ending.
No, it seems bad too.
Paul, please read this third one.
Would you like to read it? I want you to read it. You sound excited by it.
This one seems like the only actual good ending. You track down Spider with Mark and Rachel, but Rachel falls in love with the monster
What?
and adopts it as her pet.
She heard his sweet voice.
she I can't even do it. I've gone now. I forgot how to do it. The memory bot got me. Rachel states that Spider bit you only because it was scared. But if you take a hot bath, your amnesia will be cured by the next day.
Wow.
Bathing cures it. Okay.
Basically telling all the internet nerds to go take a bath.
Wow.
I feel like there are actually no good endings in this book.
This is the only way to win is not to play in this book, apparently.
One of these is you just fall out a window and die.
What? What?
One is you try to shove Spider back through the monitor, but you're too rough and end up destroying Spider.
Oh, cool.
It explodes and showers you in the remains, causing a condition apparently worse than leprosy when the stuff lands on your skin.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
Like xenomorph, like acid blood.
I gotta say, it's ridiculous, but I kind of like it when this is like untethered RL, where he can just murder children as he pleases.
Yeah, this is a much grosser one, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do feel a frustration boiling from underneath the surface of this one.
I don't like to be made a loser, RL, but I respect the murder that you're doing, the child murder you're doing.
When I have the psychic distance away from this character, I enjoy it.
Okay, some of these endings seem like RL was really dealing with some stuff. One of these was, you set a trap for Spider using bananas, but this attracts an enormous gorilla that squeezes you to death.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Gorilla out of nowhere.
I love it.
You're tricked into installing something that makes a giant dog come out of the screen and eat you. It seems like there were just a lot of like, whatever, you're dead. Get out of here.
I feel like the genre of the writer attempting to break themselves out of their own boredom coma is interesting.
It is.
Yeah. One more that sounded particularly meta. You try to look for the Goosebumps website by yourself, but you have left Rachel behind and you don't know how to navigate the internet by yourself, so you get hopelessly lost in cyberspace.
Okay.
Wow.
It sounds like you just do that thing where you just browse the internet too long and you lose track of time.
That's why you have to talk to an adult before logging on to goosebump's.com.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
That is fucking weird.
That was a fucking weird one, but I'd prefer it to be fucking weird.
Paul, I think you have the right of it. Like, this wasn't boring. It was just like I've been pinballed around for a while.
And I had the right of it. I had the right of it with not using computers too.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't done anything for us.
No.
Nothing but problems.
It's not like our podcast only exists because of the internet.
And you know what else our podcast only exists because of?
Wow. Beautiful transition.
Keep going, Kevin. You got it. That was the best segue I've ever heard.
Our generous Patreon donors. You can become a Patreon donor at patreon.com/goosebuds for as little as $1. You gain access to our Discord, our secret Camp Goosebuds episodes. You can vote on the types of books we read. You can find a loving and weird community of like-minded podcast enjoyers.
Bunch of real weirdos on our Discord. Love them.
Yeah. One of them is a goblin. That's cool. So come check us out.
It's patreon.com/goosebuds. You can also support the show by going to goosebuds.store. It'll take you to our Etsy page where you can get some cool Goosebuds merch. We also are going to be doing a cyber sale of sorts this month. So you can, if you're something you want to get for yourself or for a loved one for the holidays, check it out. goosebuds.store.
Do it.
Go. Also,
go buy the Space Kings book if you want to support my shit, because I think that's a really good tabletop RPG that I made. So check out spacekings.space.
Physical book now available.
And while you're at it, if you want to hear how it works, go check out Pretend Friends and learn about who Mop is.
Yeah.
Kevin, you were teasing some new Pretend Friends coming up soon, right?
I am. Hopefully it'll be out by the time this podcast is out, but if it's not, it's coming soon. We're going to change everything you thought about Pretend Friends.
Forget what you know.
Forget what you know.
All right, until next time, guys. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
I'm going to go degauss myself.
I'm going to take a big bath.
This show is brought to you by our Patreon supporters, and now we shall read from the Book of Names.
The Book of Names.
Book of Names.
Stefan, Jive, Turkey, Kuwabara.
Hollis Hornbeak.
Low Belly Hate Me.
Cameron Murphy Audio.
Michael McDowell.
Hey, Josh Robb.
Mickey C.
Nathan Dolezal.
Kelly C.
Mike Lanteri.
Buddy Morrill.
Alicade.
Mel Dipson.
Afsheen.
Danky McStanky.
Dango Twists.
Brian Wells.
Zenticles heard a rumor that Paranoia Shop is coming back. Can't wait. I'm so sorry, Zen.
So that's yours, Quicksand. Paranoia Shop is your Quicksand. Quicksand is Kevin's Quicksand. What's my Quicksand?
Pants.
Stealth Baits.
Robert Moon.
Jason Crooker.
Clay Castle.
Miguel Pardo.
John Keaty.
Calf.
Third Sergio.
God damn it. Standard Paranoia Shop joke to dunk on Chad. Are you dunking on me by saying you liked a show I did?
If that's you getting dunked on, I think you should.
Oh, stop dunking on me.
You should
please.
accept that.
Tell
You
me,
should love that.
Tell me how much you watched the new Star Trek show. Dunk on me.
How is our entire Book of Names, like, it's psychically connected? It's really wild. Quentin, I am in your walls.
Gregory D. Warren.
Alan Saylor.
Cody Redfield.
Bradford Coulter.
Aiden Alexander Dice.
Jar Jar Slinks.
Chosen One.
Levi Than.
Up and Champ.
Jonas Eggman.
Carl.
Anthony Mulberry.
The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation.
Elusive Koala.
Yanni Markovina.
Brooke X.
Jesus Christ.
Christian Van Skeever.
Drew Applegate, lowercase.
Jeremy Lowe.
You say it soft when it's lowercase. Brian Hopgood.
Alicia Grafe.
Zach Connor.
Patreon_donator, yo.
Joe, Spooky Digital Ghost, Tierney.
Tom Whittam.
Andrew, Sweeter Than Apples, Jadzik.
Lord Cornwallis.
Carson Birkenby.
Murphy P.
Tevin Ticklebean will protect the Big Jeff baby.
Sean Minogue.
Rushy Glenn.
Jonas Blotterman.
Wiggle It.
Luke LaFountain.
Chip Handsome.
Matt McClellan.
John Barber.
Sarah Kemp.
Paul Grasso.
Tanya Turtle.
Joe, regular name Scott.
Alex Moon, the robotic dog.
Juan Jalapeno.
Vincent Modica.
Luke Canoodles.
Keith Halcrow.
Timothy Misidolakis.
Clay McCarty.
Hugh Bolin.
Zam Bambino.
Matthew Stevens.
Park Hurley.
Ham_boat.
One of you guys needs to read the next name. I can't. Stop. Ooh, blasting rope.
I bought it.
That sounds real.
That was
sounds
realistic. Very realistic.
That's what it sounds like.
Raymond Hernandez.
Flemily.
The Crow Fence, but autumnal.
Matthew Sutton.
Blasting rope is ejaculating, guys. That's what that was. Jeffrey Owen Cahy.
Lee Wood.
Kelsey Kinnaman.
Nathan Remick.
Need more kimchi.
Russell Kasberg.
Xavier Jimenez.
Brendan Arafin.
Chris Putrakis.
Scotty Pippen.
Streak.
Meet Virginia.
Reed Subendike.
Dungeon Kappa.
Joey Evans.
MC Hamster. Hashtag my life. Hashtag my wife left me for quicksand. Parentheses truth.
That's a complicated hashtag.
Incredible name.
I love that that found me. I love that we just did the right order this time for Paranoia Shop to find Chad and Quicksand to find me.
The book is on its game today, brothers.
Zach Weir.
Limp Duck.
Stinklich.
Alan G. Jussum.
Carewise Gamgee.
Quicksand is real.
Yeah.
It's not. It's fake.
Send us jars of quicksand if you find any to prove it.
Yeah.
Super Swaggy 64, Rise of the Sunshine YOLO Squire.
Cameron Hansen.
A jar of quicksand would be a really awesome, like, magical item. Chad, I like that a lot.
I like that. Yeah, it's like one of those like Looney Tunes black portals you can just kind of throw down somewhere.
Yeah,
It's portable black hole. Cool.
Yeah, it's cool as hell. Tobias Clark.
Generally depressing.
The Deadly Bulb.
Ooh. Andre Villanueva. Sorry, I was so spooked.
Ben Bohan.
What the fuck? Estamina, Lord of Paul's Pants. They're getting us. Everyone's getting us.
The Book of Names is on fire today.
Here we go again.
The sight of our rainforest tour guide boning my wife was so shocking. I didn't notice that quicksand hashtag cucksand. That's it. That's the plot of cucksand.
I can see the entire 45-minute porn video. All the beats of it. The Davy Boy.
Another pants one. Chris, Return of the Ghostly Pajama Boner Nelson.
No! Ryan Stewart.
Jonas Evan Voldsen.
Calamity Carl.
Germ Juice.
Kieran McNamara.
Diet Soda.
Nick Johnson.
Jackie Ledoux.
Coleman Laguza.
Lamb exclamation point.
Stephen Day.
A Pair of Scots.
Levi Kidder.
Ryan Carroll.
David Gray.
Jeremy Bowser.
Bryce Diuri.
Matthew Brettato.
Carbson.
I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bun.
Nailed it. Ninja Breadman.
Peanutberg level 69.
Helodicus Frenchlin.
Boney.
Ha, leave him alone. Some of Chad's bird friends.
I need more of them. Nicholas Maloney.
Dr. Chocula.
Burgers, Manic Pixie Autumn Boys.
Midwest Indigo 13.
Aaron Lord.
Eric Horwitz.
Tiffany Lee.
Dr. Egg Drop Soup Man.
Lingus.
Thomas Jensis.
Lucretia McEvo.
Mutant Astronaut.
Henry Torbert.
SSJ Trogdor.
Adam Knapp.
Logan Derby.
Brad Schmelzer.
Chick.
Milk Punk.
Mike Spaghetti Jones.
That was clear. Jesse Hammock.
Mr. Misfire.
Mandy Nasty.
Llama Lad.
Skeletorin.
Yoplin.
Philip Reynolds.
Chris.
Chicago Frank returns.
Nate Bit G.
Danzig versus Sean Astin. The battle for Polly Shore's soul begins now.
R.R. Davis Crafts Rye Animator.
Scott Wable.
Dr. Mr. Unimportant has moved on to Cyberpunk 2077. It's great now.
Rocco.
Soggy Newspapers.
Josh Howell, the Zealot.
Chris Kulik.
Dakota Kemp.
John W.
Liam Rogers.
Evan Bowen.
976 Evil.
No, you called it. We're doomed. Kiwio Flurb.
Serial Killer X.
Greg Musto.
Benjamin Luther.
Sirasin.
Hi, first time, long time.
Allie Rose.
Sprinkle Buns.
Kevin, your escaped monkeys are watching you and your monkey shy.
Ah!
I don't know if I got the. I know the movie. I don't know about Kevin's monkeys, but okay.
Yeah.
Dennis Wright.
Jover the Moon.
Edgar's Crassus.
Cameron Ganzeveld.
Hilda B.
Vosivi.
Matt Scepter.
Greg Gervasi, a.k.a. Vinizen.
Hi.
Dakota Kipper.
Oh, great. Paul's Peen kills 15. Tonight at 11.
Oh my god. Action news.
Is penis my thing?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Everything in the pants area.
Pants are adjacent to your penis.
That's true.
That I've often said that.
I need to say this. Jen last night said that I was farting bare ass in my pants, which astounded me.
Was she right?
She was 100% right, Chad.
What?
I'm always bare ass in my pants.
Man. Anthony Rodriguez.
Just thinking about that. There's some sort of like Kramer Seinfeld quote about that. B!
It's like a Zen cone. Ollie_Suts.
This is why you stick around to the end of the name, so you get like the real fucking truth of the world. Kate the Great.
Mike Hart.
Jeff Webb is still a big baby, but we both sincerely appreciate your well wishes. Here's more well wishes, Jeff.
Stay baby, Jeff.
Stay baby.
Alpaca acquaintance. Maybe you're friends with Llama Lad.
I love that name. Taraku, the thing that goes doink in the anime.
Cassandra Harris.
Gulliver.
Spencer Y.
The secret provider.
James Stavros.
That last name was my favorite.
Key.
How's it going, Chad?
Soap says, get your biannual flu shot and COVID booster. Thanks,
Smart.
Soap.
Yep.
Smart, agreed, did it.
Big Nick Lane.
Kira and Brian are big fans. Now, the
Yay.
fact that you put that in caps reads sarcastic to me, but I hope it's not.
I just pictured them as very large, like towering giants over us, being like, "Hey, goosebuds."
Ooh,
We are but hobbitses to them. Chris, migrating coconut buyers.
Good, my pet.
Goblin Grader grants Gapals Gapants Gader Freedom Gat Glong Glast.
Great.
Well done, Kevin.
Great, good job.
I speak a little goblin.
Blake, bad time having Kevin. Oh man, I hope you have a better time this month.
Dan Antonio.
Droman.
Talene Jones.
CM.
That stands for Crystal Maiden.
Farah.
Stinko the Clown.
I just need to insert. People can't see what we're reading. There's a tilde there, so that was the tilde noise that Kevin made.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce the tilde.
Uh-huh.
The Puerto Rican demon.
Chris Curto.
William.
Cole Gleason.
And now we have new names to add to our book of names, like Tanner Galagos.
Oh, and welcome Angelo Santone.
Hail and well met, Matthew Pipes.
Welcome, Smelodies.
Well, come on down, Jesse Boggs.
May your days be long and your hard shits few, Michael Malloy.
Easy shits for all of us, Witch Knight Red.
Thank you all very much. We love you.
We love you.
Thank you. Goodbye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.